Okay, so today we're going to discuss 6.4, which is the law of sines. So what I'm first going to do is review right triangles so that you understand the difference between right triangle trigonometry and what we're doing now. So we're going to review right triangles and then we're going to learn the law of sines. So what you already know is how to find lengths and angles using right triangle trig. So an example of this would be if you had a right triangle and it was labeled 6 and 20 and you wanted to find theta, okay, what trig function would you use? Sine, right? Because opposite and hypotenuse. So good. Sine of theta equals 6 over 20, and then you'd use the inverse sine. So you'd say theta equals inverse sine of 6 over 20. And that would give you some value. Okay? The sine negative 1 is inverse sine. So because inverse sine means we're looking for an angle. Okay? So you have to use inverse sine, which is second sine on your calculator. Does somebody have a calculator I can borrow for a minute? Thanks. So here it'd be inverse sine of 6 divided by 20. And that's 17.45. We want to check that our mode is in degree mode, which it is.
Yeah, it's in the bottom right corner. I thought it was
there. So inverse sine of 6 divided by 20, and that gives you 17.45 or 46. So our angle is 17.46. So that means this is 17.46 degrees. Okay? And then to find the other angle, what would you do?
90.
Or subtract it from 90. But you guys are right, it has to do with 90. So we get 90 minus 17.46, and that gives us 72.54 and degrees. And how do you get this side?
Sine 72.5. No.
You can do it more than one way.
Excuse me.
You can do it. That's correct. You guys are both right. You can do it two ways. You can either use, so Ryan's way is saying sine of 72.54 equals x over 20. This is x because it's opposite over hypotenuse, and then multiply both sides by 20. And that will give you 19.08. That's right. But Anthony says I can use the Pythagorean theorem, which is also right. You should get approximately the same answer. So that would be 6 squared plus x squared equals 20 squared, which would be 36 plus x squared equals 400. Subtract 36 from both sides, and you get x squared equals 400 minus 36. So 364. Take the square root of both sides, and you get 19.08. So as you can see, it's the same answer. You could do it two different ways. You can only do this using right triangles. That's why I wanted to give you guys this review. Because using opposite, adjacent, like SOHCAHTOA, you can only do using right triangles. I don't want people to try and do these without right triangles. That's where the law of sines come in.